Dark academia, I think, is oftentimes viewed as something cold and calculating, something distant. But I think what is neglected there is the fact that something like dark academia, something like finding a mission, something like finding a purpose, is only mature when it can find that cold, calculated distance. The fervor, the fury of passion is something that can be overwhelming, but it is something that is oftentimes destructive, and most times, I would argue, when it fails to reach the level of destruction, it is haphazard. It is something that makes someone wayward, makes someone off kilter, as opposed to focused, right? So if you find that thing which it is that drives you, you have to have the cold calculation, the discipline to actually manifest some change in that realm. If you just attack it with cold fury, then you're never going to actually make progress. Welcome to Strip Cover Lit, where we squeeze the bigger picture out of literature. I'm Adrian Fort, and we are here for another poetry discussion, which will appear in two different playlists here on the channel. Number one being the poetry discussion playlist, now over 800 videos strong. Number two being the Dark Academia playlist, a playlist over 30 videos now that is dedicated to exploring the themes and the mindset of the aesthetic and the ascetic of dark academia. The poem in question today is known as, if I can get this to work, Holy Sonnets, Batter My Heart, Three-Personed God by Donne, and it reads as such. Batter my heart, three-personed God, for you as yet but knock, breathe, shine, and seek to mend, that I may rise and stand, overthrow me, and bend your force to break, blow, burn, and make me anew. I, like an usurped town, to another do, labor to admit you, but oh, to no end. Reason, your viceroy in me should defend, but is captived and proves weak or untrue. Yet dearly I love you, and would be loved fain, but am betrothed unto your enemy. Divorce me, untie or break that knot again. Take me to you, imprison me, for I, except you enthrall me, never shall be free, nor chaste, except you ravish me. This is an unusually passionate sonnet to God. Batter my heart, abuse me, three-person God. You need to put me through that struggle, three-person God. And what I want to do here is sort of maybe God is your mission, maybe religion is your mission, maybe it's something else. Whatever it is that you think is your mission. For me, a large part of that is the profligation, the spreading of literature. It is this channel, but it does not have to be literature. It does not have to be God. It can be anything, but just think of your purpose in the stead of what it is God that Donne is arguing for here. Batter my heart, three-person God. I need the abuse from this passion. For you as yet, but knock. You kind of want to come in. You breathe seductively on me, and you shine. You put forth that shine as you seek to mend me. You want to make me whole, but you're doing it in far too passive a fashion, because I have a lot of passion in me. I have all of this urgency in me. But you need to treat me more roughly, that I may rise and stand. Overthrow me and bend your force to break, blow, burn, and make me new. If I do not burn down, so that I must once again rise, build myself up. If I do not break down to this passion, if it does not ruin me, I will never rebuild myself with that passion as a part of the self. I, like an usurped town, to another do, labor to admit you, but oh, to no end. I am like a city that has been invaded, And by these other things, I seek to spread literature. I seek to serve God. But these other things have made their way into this core of mine. I want to let my mission in, my passion in, my meaning in, but I can't because I am filled with these other things. Reason, your viceroy in me should defend. I should be using my reason, my intellect, to defend my passion, to defend my God, to defend my literature, defend my art, whatever this creation, this creative process, this building process for you is. I should be using my reason to say, no, I don't need to go out on a Friday night. No, I don't need to partake in these doom scrolls on social media, but I can't. But is captive and proves me weak or untrue, because those things do filter in. And I am too weak to really push them out. That's what dark academia is, right? Dark academia is throwing everything else out to pursue that mission, that drive, that purpose, that goal. Yet dearly I love you, and would be loved fain, but am betrothed unto your enemy. I have all of this passion, I have all of this fury, I have all of this will inside of me that I want to use towards that thing, but I cannot break free. So you have to divorce me, untie or break that knot again, break me down. I need you to show me that I mean nothing to you, so that I can regain this longing for you, this lust for you, this drive towards you. Take me to you, imprison me, and once I do, you have to shut everything else down. Put me in prison, baby, for I, except you, enthrall me. Never shall be free. I will never make the life that I want to make unless I have burned down to the core, melded with that drive, that purpose, that mission. If you burn me down with your fire, then what happens is, as I rebuild, those constituent parts of you that too had burned will be part of that reclamation process, will be part of those constituent parts that build back me. Never nor never chaste, except you ravish me. Because all of these other things to which I find myself fleeing, I will not make any of those things my purpose. I will just bit and piece the rest of life from everywhere until I have that core mission, that core value, that core belief. It is not until I have only you as my purpose that I will be truly focused. And that focus, that discipline, is freedom. I think that part of the dark academic way of life is to be resolute, maybe to a fault, towards one thing. All of your energy, passion, fury, all of these things have to be dedicated towards, focused on, right? That one thing. So all of the ink in this pen, right, can write a lot of things. But until it's focused through this tip, it does no one any good. I think that is the very same way that we have to look at our passion and our mission in life. I think that is the very same way that we have to approach what it is that we hope to do in this world. This ink could spill all over and ruin a lot of things. I have all of that energy in me. But once that tip is out, once that pen is ready, once that pen is primed, then, and only then, can the words come through this brain, this hand, pointed through this pen, and make an actual difference. I think that is what we have to do. I think that is a big part of dark academia. That is all I have for this poetry discussion. If you like or appreciate what it is that I do here, hitting the like button really does help me out, as it tells YouTube to share this video with other literature lovers. If you find yourself here by chance but not design, literature is the only thing I do on this channel, dropping multiple videos every single week. There's poetry every Monday. And as always, I hope to have you back for the next one.